The song is like, it's like a, it's about kind of being in wonderment of the world around you and seeing the world for the first time, like looking at the world finally with your eyes open and seeing how big the universe is and seeing how small I am in the universe. And also just kind of a celebration of life, too.
Okay, do you want to be a ray of light, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, a ray of light to me is like hope. You know, so it's a song about looking at the world for the first time with a feeling of real hope and also joy and happiness. So it's a song about celebration.
Okay, and what about the video? How has this Swedish guy interpreted it?
The video, well, basically it's just been 2 days of me dancing like a maniac. I mean, he's been shooting a lot of footage that I'm not in, but it's like stuff about the universe, really, but it's like the modern universe, like, you know, it's kind of very looking forward to where we're going and seeing how fast we're moving, and especially in, like, technologically, you know, with, you know, computers and airplanes and, you know, cars zooming down highways really fast. I mean, it's kind of like life in fast forward motion, kind of zooming towards the end of the 20th century, which is also what the song's about. So for me, the song is like a real visual interpretation of the song. Yeah. But
when you spoke about it first, it sounded like a positive feeling.
It is.
But you know, I get sort of scared when you're talking about, you know, zooming in and the speed of...
Yeah, but we are zooming forward, but that is, you know, that is what's happening to civilization, but that doesn't mean that you can kind of lose touch with the spiritual side of things and be grateful and notice the thing, you know, still notice the world around you. It's like a juxtaposition. I think I'm a real visual artist because I was trained as a dancer and in theater, and I'm also an actress, so actually the medium of film is very important to me. And when I do a video, I can incorporate all of those things that I do well into one 5-minute condensed period of time.
But was that something that just happened, or did you get the idea, hey, music videos? Because when you started...
Well, I didn't think of music videos. I mean, someone came to me when I made a record and said, you're going to have to shoot a video. But I figured out that kind of like what videos are like poems. Like, you know, what poems are to stories, videos are to film. So it's a very kind of concentrated, intense expression, the way a poem is. And it's just a great way to express yourself in a song.
Are you putting as much work into the music videos as you put into the writing of the songs?
No. No, I mean, I poured my heart and soul into that record, you know, and it took me very many months to make. I mean, a music video is much more of collaboration with the director and what his ideas are. And Jonas has a very specific style of working, and that's why I used him for this song. Each director has a different way that they look at the world and a different sensibility, which is why I choose them depending on what kind of song it is. I think he would have been all wrong for the Frozen video. I thought Chris Cunningham and his sensibility was really great for that, and Jonas is really good for this. But on this record, I'm really interested in using new directors, younger, newer, kind of just people who have a fresh look at things versus like the directors that I've been using for years on all my other videos.
Mm-hmm. Back to the music, it's more sort of taking on the techno, electronical dance music.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I started out making dance music. So for me, techno or electronica is like a natural progression of the dance music that I began with in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. But do you like it yourself? I mean, do you dance to rave music that you use yourself?
Yeah.
So
I dance to everything. Anything with the beat I can dance to.
Okay, but still, is the dance floor, the dance clubs, are they as important to you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Because that's where I started, and like I said, I was trained as a dancer, so I always look at life through the eyes of a dancer, so it's really important to me.
But your life has changed quite a bit since, I mean, when you started out.
Yeah, but I still like to dance.
Okay. Do you go to clubs as much as you used to?
It depends on what city I'm in. There's not a lot of great clubs in LA. Sometimes in New York or London or Miami. Yeah, I go dancing.
You were away from the pop music world for 3 years almost, doing Evita.
Mm-hmm.
Did that change your voice a lot? Did you?
Well, to sing the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber, I had to study with a vocal coach because I didn't think I had the range to hit all the high notes. And so after studying for several months, I really strengthened my voice and learned how to sing in a way that I never did before. So it really influenced me with my songwriting on my own album, and I think that my songwriting has changed a lot because of it.
Why? Because you have a
bigger range.
Bigger range.
Mm-hmm.
Your
yeah.
voice.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
Have you kept on training your voice?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how do you do that? Say, you know, those chord things?
You want me to do a vocal warm-up or
Yes,
something?
please.
No. Okay, here's one. Or here's another one.
So you actually do
Yeah, you
that?
have to sit there basically and look like an idiot for about half an hour.
Okay, so you do that, what, every day, or?
No. I just go in for tune-ups, you know what I mean? Like if I know I'm going to do a performance, or if I go... She lives in New York, so whenever I'm in New York, I go and visit my voice teacher.
Mm-hmm. Was it nice to be away from the pop world for those years? Did you long for it?
No. I was very happy to have time off from being me. I didn't miss it at all.
Would you say that you're in total control of your creativity and artistic sides today? That you can do whatever you want to without anyone telling you, you know?
No, because, I mean, I can dream up dreams and I can do my best to execute my dreams, but everything I do is a collaboration with other people. I rely on the creative energy of a lot of people to do everything I do, from whether that's a photo shoot or a video or a film or a record. I mean, I rely on the musicians. I rely on the people that make my clothes. I rely on the people that do my hair and my makeup. I rely on the director that's standing behind the camera. I mean, so I never think that I can do whatever I want to do. I always think, this is my dream. Let me gather around the people I think are going to most support my dream, and let's see what happens.
Okay, but still, I mean, aren't you more in control today than you were, you know, 10 years? I mean, I
think I know more. I'm more sure about what I want and what's right for me, but I don't think I'm any more in control.
Mm-hmm. Is that a goal, or is it not?
To be in control?
No, I mean, because of the music industry being the music industry, there's always someone saying, no, that's not the first single, that's the second single, and stuff like that.
Well, exactly. And when I went to choose the first single for this record, I had lots of people influencing me. You know, my managers had their input, my friends, people that worked at my record company. So, you know, sometimes I get a feeling of something that I want, but then sometimes I make compromises and say, well, I go with somebody else's point of view.
Do you regret anything you did during your career?
No.
Choices?
No.
Would you do anything in another way?
No. Because everything I did led me up to this moment. So if I would have changed other things, I wouldn't be here.
Hon var ju anställd att i stort sett vara hysteriska och dyrka henne och jobba med henne. Så det var ett helt team som gick runt där och passade upp och hjälpte till med saker. Och sen, ja, det var... Ja, det är ett stort projekt liksom, en sån människa. Det är en hel apparat.
What other influences on your album, except for the dance music? And I mean, if you look at you as a person, you study Sanskrit and
yeah, Sanskrit, yoga has influenced me. Studying the Kabbalah, which is a mystical interpretation of the Old Testament. Yeah, just all of those things. Being a mother. Have really influenced me and inspired me on this record.
Does being a mother, has that changed your lives, traveling and everything like that? You travel less?
Oh, well, I try to. I set out to travel less, but then somehow I end up traveling so much, so... But it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's much harder with a baby, so...
Will you ever go on another world tour?
I'd love to, but actually I'd like to wait till my daughter's just a little bit older, because she's still a really small baby. And, you know, between now and when she has to go to school, I'll go on tour, I swear.
Oh, okay. So, but she's with you when you're working, right?
Always. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What about new goals and new places to go with your artistic side and your personal side?
Well, I'm gonna probably make 2 more movies this year, and one of them I play a violin teacher, so I have to learn how to play violin, and I'm very excited about that, but I know it's gonna be really hard. And then after that I'm gonna do a musical, and I'll do another record because there's gonna be a soundtrack to that, and so that's till the end of the year.
Well, and that's just this year.
Yeah, these are this year goals.
Well, but
more shopping, more eating, more sleeping.
Okay, but what about? I mean, is it as fun to do all these things as they used to be?
Shopping, eating, and sleeping, love it.
No, but I was thinking about.
I still love everything I do. If I don't love it, I'm not doing it.
This Kabbalah, I actually, until I read in an interview with you that you were studying it, I never heard of it.
Probably not a lot of Kabbalah schools in Sweden.
But what about, do you spend lots of time looking into that side, you know, the more...
Oh, I'm just exploring things. When I'm in Los Angeles, I go to class every week. But it's like, I'm curious about the world and different philosophies and different ways of looking at life, so I'm just studying different things. And it really inspires me.
Do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
In what God? I mean, do you have a name on him, or?
God, light, hope, love, happiness, kindness. I mean, they're all God. Mm-hmm. I couldn't describe to you what God is. God is indescribable. Because
on one side on the album is about death.
Yes.
Tell me about
dealing with death.
Dealing with death.
So the idea of letting go. Letting go of fearing death, and the idea of mortality. Letting go of that. Okay. And accepting. Jonas, you've been working me way too hard.
Okay, snälla, kan du gå?
Do I have to go to work?
Yes.